In between the first part and the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Aries, this is really, really, really important to mention, because you are going to have some kind of a doubt, and you are going to have some kind of suspicion when it comes to like the specific person in your life. Now, when it comes to this doubt and suspicion, you know, it's not about who this doubt and suspicion is all about at all, okay? It is not about who this like suspicion and doubt is about whatsoever. But what is this about? It's purely what are you going to realize here. This in itself is really going to motivate you. It's gonna motivate you to actually have some kind of like a conclusion. So you are gonna be kind of you're gonna be brought towards this problem in your life that needed attention for a very long time. But sometimes we do have a certain problems, and we do not kind of even understand or realize how much this particular problem is affecting our present situation. Sometimes, you know, the certain problems we like to keep at the back of our, you know, mind, within our subconscious mind, but then that doesn't mean that we are kind of prevented without even realizing. You know, we are prevented in such a way that when we need to give the most of our energy towards something new coming up and unfolding, you know, we just go backwards instead of going forward. Therefore, it means that we just kind of don't have enough of this confidence, which is ever so important when it comes to us coming out of our comfort zone, you know, at a time when it's needed the most. Come on, baby. This is the part of the huge, massive picture here. So be happy and be glad about, you know, whoever you have this doubt and suspicious about, because it's not about that person. It's about you, and it's about what exactly is going to be triggered within you. Because almost immediately you're going to be like brought back in your mind to some kind of a problem. But only now you're going to feel a vava-vumish energy to actually do something about it. And once you kind of like jump in, once you tap into it, you're going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I do this before? Because when it comes to that problem, it's to do with something really, really personal, which is not allowing you to move on with your life. So when it comes to that problem, you know, this is going to be highlighted. So it's going to lead towards like a resolution of a problem. It's going to lead towards an important conclusion, which is almost immediately going to bring this healing energy into your life, my gorgeous Erini, because it is going to bring you satisfactory result. You need to understand how important this is going to be, and it's purely the way you are going to feel. So the part of that conclusion, you know, the part of that resolution of that particular problem that I'm talking about, it's about you making some kind of a compromise here. It's important to mention that you need to make some kind of a compromise, because there is so much to that personal problem that was actually affecting you. It's to do with something that has come to an end karmically a long time ago, but you can only you can kind of like really bring this to an end in the real in this world, you know, when it comes to practicality and when it comes to things, you know, by you reflecting on it, okay, in a different way. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, my gorgeous Erini, and you are literally going to set yourself free. It's like this problem was kind of always making you feel like you can't really do what you want to do, and it was making you feel like every time when you wanted to start something important, every time when you wanted to start something significant, every time when you wanted to start something amazing, you would maybe kind of find some kind of excuse not to do it, just because you would feel like a lack of preparation. Do you know what I mean? So this is a lot to do with your confidence, at the same time being really affected. So by you looking at that problem and that situation from a completely different angle, like, oh my God, my gorgeous Erini, not only you're gonna elevate yourself so much, but a new phase of your life, it's about to begin, because now suddenly you are gonna be thinking about the big change. Now suddenly you're gonna become very bored with so many different aspects of your life, very bored. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, but this is gonna be brilliant, because these are these vibrations, feelings, and energies the energies that are going to be keep on pushing you forward at such a crucial stage of your life. So now suddenly you're going to be thinking about a big change, because you're going to find yourself on this spiritual quest. So naturally you're going to be like, I'm bored of this, I'm bored of that. Exactly, baby. This is going to really sharpen you up rather nicely, and it's going to make you kind of you're going to become aware of what actually you should be focusing on. So you're going to be thinking about bringing and making a really big change in your life, and that in itself, it's all slowly but surely going to drift towards a couple of days after you're going to become extremely happy and extremely enthusiastic and extremely optimistic and extremely creative, and you're going to become extremely impatient as well. Why? Because you're going to have a news about these really exciting opportunities which are going to allow your creativity to go on a completely next level in your life, because you will be able to do things that you are passionate about, my gorgeous Erini. This is so important indeed, but that in itself is going to require from you to come up with some kind of a new plan as well. So it's just about things that you wanted to do for such a long time, but now you are gonna need to come up with some kind of a new plan now this is gonna bring you hope. Now this is gonna bring you confidence, and you see there are gonna be some uncertain efforts that normally you would be like, oh no baby, no, but now you're just gonna sail through like a big mama, and nothing is gonna be able to stop you ever again, because everybody's gonna be so scared, because you're gonna become such a giant, big, massive mama, my gorgeous Erini. Indeed, this is really brilliant and it's really important. But you see, it's about, it's like you kind of thinking about the big change, thinking about your future, but at the same time it's about you revisiting old plans as well. You need to you are going to revisit old plans as well. Just remember, you're coming up with a new plan, but you are revisiting an old plan. It's important to mention that something terrible, something bad when it comes to karma has come to an end, and this is why you're going to be able to see completely different picture now. So you are really going to take the next steps, and you are going to be thinking about bold and ambitious choices, and I am so happy for you, because most certainly you are going to be doing and what your dreams, you're going to be focusing on your dreams, but then again at the same time you're expanding your plans and you're moving forward with your life. Absolutely brilliant indeed. And also, my gorgeous Erini, at around the midweek, this is so important, someone is really going to surprise you. One specific person is really going to be challenging you, and it's going to become a really annoying. One specific person in your life. This doesn't have to be your partner, husband, wife. It could be somebody who you work with or somebody who you see every now and then, but somebody is really going to kind of irritate you, and somebody is going to be challenging you about something. For the love of God, you have to kind of stand your ground here. I'm not saying to fight, and I'm not saying to argue, but it is also very important to stand your ground when you're challenged by this person. That person will want you to believe what that person believes. That person will want you to say what that person wants you to say about something really specific. No matter whoever you deal with here, no matter how horrible this person is, or no matter how powerful this person is, or no matter how strong this person is, the stronger this person is, the more powerful this person is, the more intimidating this person is, the better is going to be for you. The bigger impact on your life this is going to make at that moment in time when you do stand your ground. Do not go against your own belief. Don't lie, my gorgeous Erini. No, I'm joking. I'm not saying, don't lie, but don't go against your personal beliefs. This is going to be such an important moment in life where something really significant is going to be unlocked within that otherwise would never be unlocked. And the direct result of that is that by the end, just all you need to do is just being honest with you. And the direct result of that is by the end of the week, you are going to find yourself on like a pretty much so Another little crossroads, like the most spontaneous crossroads in your entire life. You're gonna find yourself right at around the end of this week on the most spontaneous crossroads. This is gonna be crazy, and it's gonna happen at a time when you're again gonna feel pressurized to make a certain move, to make a certain choice, and that is gonna be the real thing, really. Like, oh my God, how powerful this is gonna be. And you will see that you are gonna go for the different, like, kind of choice, for the different option when it comes to this little crossroads, spontaneous crossroads that you're gonna find yourself at, and you're gonna feel pressurized to make a certain move, make a certain choice. This is not a bad thing whatsoever, but it's at the same time happening at a time when you're gonna be really spontaneous, and it's happening in the time when you did not time to prepare yourself for something. So when we don't prepare ourselves for something, sometimes it's good because we don't kind of overanalyze things. So the energy is fresh, the energy is pure. Because you are gonna stand your ground and you're gonna say what you truly believe in, something very powerful is gonna happen within when it comes to your spirit. Okay? Very powerful when it comes to your soul. And you're gonna learn something here in between the midweek and the end of this week. Within the next 2 or 3 days, you're gonna realize something, you're gonna learn something. There is some kind of massive, huge lesson which is going to unfold. And that particular lesson which is going to unfold, it's gonna be primarily responsible for you going for a different option here. And this is where the fun is gonna begin. This is where the fun is gonna start. You are gonna realize something so interesting about yourself, but also you're going to surprise yourself in the best possible way. This is important. This is significant indeed. And also, my gorgeous Erini, when it comes to the midweek, you know, my goodness, you are going to have the beginning of such a meaningful experience. I cannot even bloody explain this. You are going to have the beginning of such a meaningful experience. Something is really pretty much so going to feel a rather adventurous here, but there is something that you're gonna see, there is something that you're gonna realize, there is something that you're going to come across which is like, oh my God, which is really going to make you feel extremely active and determined, because there is some kind of idea which you are going to have, my gorgeous Erini, and this type of idea you've never had before, and this is brilliant. Okay, it's also like a bit of a really kind of sacred sign that, you know, at the same time very special stage in your life with this idea. It's about to begin. Now, when it comes to this idea, you have to be mature, you have to be responsible, because otherwise it's not going to work out. And also you have to be persistent. You are able to do this. There is so much that you're going to realize about yourself and about your capability when it comes to that idea, but there is a little like I can see just a little bit of energy like, oh, I'm not too sure. No baby, no, you're gonna be absolutely fine. You are doing something so wise when it comes to that idea, when it comes to your practicality in life, when it comes to your life in general, and especially when it comes to things that have been keeping you way too frequently restrained. My gorgeous Erini, you are going to come out of it, and this is why this is so important. And on another note, there is going to be such an interesting sign that you are going to have at around the same time, such an interesting and powerful sign that you are doing the right thing. It's going to be so unique. This sign, this good omen, it's going to be so unique. You will be able to read this like in your own way, my gorgeous Erini. You will know this sign is going to be so personal, but it's going to be so obvious. And this is the element which is really going to create this powerful force, which is going to help you, you know, to go forward with your life at this stage. Okay, very, very important. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, okay, you're gonna be reminded of something sad, something negative. I think that something that you've been through a long time ago. And something that you thought that you got over, and then you're going to see somebody's picture, you're going to hear about somebody, and there is some kind of a great sadness that you're going to feel at that moment in time, and then you're going to realize that you kind of, oh my God, I still didn't get over something. But then again, you need to understand that, you know, this is a sign that, you know, whatever is bothering you, and whatever is making you feel so sad, and whatever is making you feel so negative, you know, this is your sign that you will get over. This will heal, you know. but you must not allow this to kind of affect you, because you are gonna kind of be thinking about something sad and negative that you've been through like a while back, maybe a long time ago. And now you're going to feel this again, this energy, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sad. But then again, you need to understand that this is actually a good sign, because it means that this particular situation, whatever you're worrying about, you are really kind of, this is going to heal with time. This is going to heal with time, my gorgeous Aries. So this is a good sign. But there is another thing I want to say here. This is going to heal with time, but at the same time, what else I was going to say, that you need to, number one, let go of the past. All right, you need to let go of the past. And number two, it also means that there are some people in your life who needs you. Maybe they didn't say it, maybe they didn't mention, but there are some people that are very connected to you in your life that need you at the moment. Okay, and I think that this is gonna come to you. It's gonna be obvious. So this is quite important. And also, my gorgeous Aries, when it comes to the end of this week, you are gonna become aware of some kind of a trip and some kind of a journey that you're gonna need to make, long or short. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter whether it's going to happen this week or whether it's going to happen in a week time, whether it's going to happen in 2 weeks, in 2 months, as long as it's like kind of, as long as you become aware of this trip or journey right now, there is somebody very special who is going to walk into your life, who is going to somehow be going to be connected to that particular journey. I love this person so much, because this person is going to be primarily responsible for you getting this healing, for you like kind of getting this healing through that person. So somebody is going to have a wonderful impact on you and on your life as well. Okay, and also, my gorgeous Aries, when it comes to the end of this week, another thing I was going to say, I'm so happy for you. It's about message about a certain progress, something that you were working on, something that you were waiting for, something that you were expecting. It's the positive and very good message about a certain progress. So now you are going to realize that basically, you have to kind of you're going to realize 2 things, that the results of some kind of efforts are due very, very soon, but this is going to put a big smile on your face indeed, but you're also going to realize that you're going to need to start reorganizing your life. Okay, that is gonna kind of also, it's important to mention that somehow reflection on the past is going to bring you an insight. Okay, but also it's important, it's an insight, especially, reflection on the past is going to bring you an insight, especially when it comes to what exactly do you need to readjust, what exactly do you need to sacrifice. Okay, and as soon as you realize what you need to sacrifice, then the process of rebirth, it's about to begin. My gorgeous Aries, this is way more important than you can possibly imagine. Okay, my gorgeous Aries, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.